face of hunger is very diversified. Food insecurity can really happen to anyone right now.
Food bank usage has rose to its highest levels in Canadian history this year. Nearly 1.5 million visits in March alone. That's up 35% compared to pre-pandemic visits in 2019 over the same time period. And here at Moisson Montréal, requests for emergency food assistance are on the rise. Nearly 900,000 requests are filled each month by their accredited agencies.
We are doing our best to increase the volume of food that we can provide to them, because right now the agencies are telling us that the quantity of food that we're providing them is not sufficient to meet the needs.
The newly released Food Banks Canada Hunger Count 2022 report encompasses the country's over 4,700 food banks and community organizations, showing the impact of rapid inflation and inadequate social supports on poverty, food insecurity, and hunger in the country. The report found that in Montreal alone, over 99,000 people benefit from food pantry programs, and 36% of those are children. Food Banks Canada calling it devastating.
This really is a systemic issue, and we really need to see governments address food insecurity at the roots. And at the root, we see low income poverty as really the cause and the driver of food insecurity in Canada.
While the clientele of food banks has traditionally been largely composed of people on social assistance, Moisson Montréal, the largest food bank in Canada, says there is an increasing number of families, students, and the employed who can no longer make ends meet and need to seek help.
A job is not enough anymore to lift yourself out of poverty. A job is not enough to not have to use the food bank, and we don't want to see that number grow.
Food Banks Canada says we need progress towards a minimum income floor for all, and the affordable housing crisis needs immediate and long-term solutions. With the holiday season approaching, the demands are likely to be even greater.
There are people behind these numbers. These aren't just big numbers that we should get desensitized to. These are moms and dads and seniors and people we know, and we need to lend our voice to build a hunger-free Canada.
It's a team effort. It's everybody working together, whether you can provide food donations or your time as a volunteer or financial donations. Every way is good to help the cause.
In Montreal, Pamela Pagano, City News.